What are the research methods in psychology? Have you ever wondered how psychologists figure out why we think and act the way we do? Understanding the research methods in psychology is key to answering that question. For students preparing for advanced placement psychology exams, knowing these methods can make a big difference in your success. Let's break down the main research methods used in psychology. First, we have the experimental method. This is where psychologists change one factor, known as the independent variable, to see how it impacts another factor, called the dependent variable. By using control groups and experimental groups, researchers can determine cause and effect relationships. Next up is the correlational method. This method looks at the relationship between two or more variables without changing anything. For example, researchers might study the connection between sleep hours and test scores. Remember, just because two things are related does not mean one causes the other. Then we have naturalistic observation. In this method, psychologists observe people or animals in their natural settings without interference. This helps them see real-life behavior, but it does not explain why that behavior occurs. Another method is the case study. This involves an in-depth examination of one person or a small group. While this provides detailed information about unique situations, the findings may not apply to everyone. Surveys and questionnaires are also popular methods. These tools gather data from many people by asking questions. They are great for collecting opinions and behaviors, but they depend on honest responses. Longitudinal studies follow the same group of people over a long time. This helps researchers see how individuals change and develop. In contrast, cross-sectional studies compare different groups at one point in time to find similarities and differences. Twin studies are fascinating as they compare identical and fraternal twins. This helps researchers understand how much of our behavior is influenced by genetics versus the environment. Meta-analysis combines results from multiple studies to draw broader conclusions about a research question. This method can provide a clearer picture of a topic by looking at a range of data. Finally, we have quasi-experimental design. This method is similar to experiments but does not use random assignment to groups. It is useful when true experiments cannot be conducted. In all these methods, psychologists pay attention to variables, sampling, and ethical guidelines to protect participants. For high school students, understanding these research methods is essential. Advanced placement psychology exams often include questions about identifying methods, analyzing experiments, and applying concepts to new situations. Connecting each method to examples you know can make studying easier. Think about a survey on school habits or an experiment testing memory tricks. This approach helps you remember and apply these concepts during your exams.